Hello, this is Naman Kumar Singh, 19BC 1025, and I'm a student of Computer Science and Engineering. Today I'm going to demonstrate the use of NAND2 Tetris software, and to start with I have this AND chip loaded here, and here is the code. Input pins are A and B. Final output pin is out, as you can see here. Internal pins means the internal input pin or internal output pin, but they are not the overall input or the overall output pins. So as we know, the circuit for AND gate can be constructed using the NAND gate. As this software has NAND gate built in, so we make use of that, and the output of the NAND gate is then again NANDed to get the complement of it to get the AND to make an AND gate. And for that we load the test case regarding this, and by test case I mean we set A0 B0 A0 B1 and the other combinations to check the circuitry. We simulate this and it is in slow mode, and we can see we have the correct output here 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 and 1 1 1. And now we just reset it, set it to fast, load another chip and 16. Here we still have two input pins, but each input pin carries 16 bit of data represented in array form, and for each bit data we make the utilization of previous AND gate that we constructed. So let me just load the test case regarding it. Here we have demultiplexer loaded with one selection line and thus 2 power 1, that is 2 output line. With this basic, we first input the selection line and complement it, and output pin is known as N cell. As we can see, this is the internal pin, and then we add input and this N cell, and then also we add input and this cell. Output is B and this is this. So we have two output pins A and B here. Let me load test case corresponding to this DMux. And here we have the results, correct results. Here we have two selection line and thus 4 output lines. And thus after it is 1, we have the correct inputs coming in alternatively once, and thus we are sure. In this case we have 3 selection lines represented in form of array and 8 output lines A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and for each of them we use the previously constructed DMux. And thus we have the correct output after it is 1 1 1 1 and all are 1. Now we have multiplexer with us. In this we have one selection line and thus 2 input lines, and we load the test case regarding it. And if you want to run line by line, we make use of this button, and here we can see the results are correct. Now we have here is 2 selection line and thus 4 input pin, and each input pin carries 16 bit of data represented in form of arrays. And thus for some predefined values, here we have the output. Mux 8 by 16, 3 selection line with, and thus 8 input pins with each carrying 16 bit of data. Thus for some predefined values, here we have the following outputs for some 4 output gate. This this is multiplexer 16, which is one selection line, two input lines, and each line contains 16 bit of data. And thus we have the correct output. To make a NOT gate, utilize NAND gate as just input it, take the NAND between the two same values, and thus we have the complement as output. Now we have the same NOT gate but with 16 bit of as input data. And thus we have the correct output. Here we are having OR gate, which is where we NAND the two inputs, and we further NAND the output. C and D are again NANDed. And thus we have the correct result, which is what we got for OR gate. Now for our 8-way, we have input and an output. Input consists of 8-bit data. And thus we have the correct output. Here we have two input pins, but each input pin is 16-bit data. And some output. And then we have XOR gate. And here is the output. Now coming on to project 2, I first will show half adder. And for half adder we know that A XOR B represents sum and A and B represents carry as shown here, and this makes utilization of XOR and AND gate that we constructed in project 1. So let me just go ahead and load the test case for it. And here we have the correct thing, 1 and 1, sum is 0 and carry is 1. Now we have full adder, which uses two half adder and one OR gate to get this carry, final carry. Here also we see that we have the correct results for 3 inputs ABC. C is carry here, and this is the final carry here. Now add 16 bits, we'll add two datas which are 16 bit, and thus we make use of one half adder and the rest full adder we constructed previously. And thus for some predefined inputs we have the correct output, as you can see here. Adding A and B, zeros all zeros. Adding all ones we get 1 1 and this one. These were some internal pins. So that's all. I hope the demonstration was quite informative.